What's up, guys, and welcome back to Winfree Fitness. Your boy's been cutting, man. You know what I'm saying? The weight's coming down. I'm almost on my second week. For those of you who do not know, I'm actually cutting before I go on vacation. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be up on the beach, trying to look right. My goal is to be in between 190 and 195. I believe it definitely will hit 195. I'll be happy to hit 195 if that's the lowest I get to. But right now, I'm currently at 207.2 to be exact. 2 weeks ago, I was 211.8. So that's pretty good for me. I want to continue to keep moving my progress. If you guys even care, my macros are 220 grams of protein, 200 grams of carbs, and 55 grams of fat. Hopefully this next week I can still stay at 200 grams of carbs and then drop it down maybe 20 grams if I need to. But that's only if I need to. I want to be able to, you know what I'm saying, keep as much food in my diet as I can while I'm cutting. But enough of all that. Before I get started real quick, guys, with the Q&A, I want to let you know, just in case you don't follow me on social media and you just, are subscribed to my channel, or you're not even subscribed, you're just watching this video, I do have my DNL shirts available for pre-order up until the 29th of this month. DNL, Donut Lovers. And what it is a dumbbell with donuts on there. And the purpose behind it, real quick, is just that you can create balance in your life. The shirt represents creating balance and being able to have foods that you love and be in shape, you know what I'm saying, working out and just, eating healthy, but at the same time still enjoying those treats every once in a while, you know what I'm saying, having your cheat day or cheat meal, whatever it may be for you guys. I came from 300 pounds, I'm almost 200 pounds, and, I've done that, but at the same time been able to enjoy life. But enough of all that. I'm going to go ahead and get started with these questions because I actually got a whole bunch of questions. Hopefully I can fit this into just one video. So I'm going to be very brief with my answers, guys. Please forgive me. But I do thank everyone for all the questions that were sent in. Absolutely amazing. I mean, I got questions on Facebook. I got questions on Instagram on 2 different posts. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So the first one, how are you calculating your macros? I'm actually using an app called MyFitnessPal, and it's a free app, guys. You can track all your food, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, everything, guys. You can even track how much cardio you did and things like that. It's an amazing app. So if you haven't downloaded that, download that video. I'm sorry, that app, not that video. I did a video on that. But yeah, so the next question, shout out to my boy Jay Cost, man. This was funny. He asked like a series of questions right back to back. He said, oh, this is a really good one. Actually, let me go ahead and start with the second question he asked. He said, when are you getting on stage? I know a lot of people ask me that. Honestly, guys, I'm really not focused on getting on stage at the moment. I would definitely love to get on stage. That used to be like my #1 thing. Like I wanted to compete. But now, like, I'm just still enjoying my journey. It's not about me getting on stage and competing against somebody else and seeing if my body's better than theirs. It's just I don't have that desire anymore. If anything, I just like to focus on my physique and making it as best as possible. I'm not necessarily going for the perfect physique because you'll be chasing that forever if that's what you're trying to get. But what I am trying to do is get to the point to where I'm 100% comfortable. I don't care about being 100% like shredded. I just want to be comfortable, if that makes sense. So I'm not like, really going for that, oh, perfect physique. No. But as far as stepping on stage, not saying I won't, but that's just not my goal right now. Can I borrow some of your calf muscles from my show? If I could, I will let you have some of my calf muscles. Let me borrow some of that ab action, that V taper, bro. Shoot, actually, Jay's about to step on the stage, guys, here pretty soon, man. Dude's freaking shredded, super cool dude. YouTube channel is crazy, man. He's killing it. Can I borrow? If I asked you for $100, would you say yes? Man, if I had it, I got you. But right now, the way my bank account is set up, I got a check-ins, a savings. Okay, I want to go back to the first question he asked, which was, when am I coming to the H, as in Houston. He stays out in Houston, Texas. And, the reason why I want to save this one is because I'm actually planning on going out to Texas because I'm actually trying to go, to the Pump Chasers gym, link up with Chris Jones and work out and things like that. And I was going to go in June. I had it planned out. Me and Brian Sweet was going to go out there, Boost Sweet Fitness, and get a workout in, all that stuff, try to link up with people. But, you know, change of plans happen. I'm not going to go into all that, but we're pushing it back to possibly like the fall. And we were going to go to the expo that's going on out there at the time. But what I really want to do when I go to Texas is not really spend time at the expo, because when you go there and you're doing the expo or you're walking around and stuff, there's going to be so much time spent there versus being able to actually link up with people, do collaborations, and also, you know what I'm saying, like go out to eat and things like that. Most of your day is going to be spent at the expo. So instead of going there and spending time at the expo and trying to link up and, you know, having all that mixed up, I'm going to go ahead and just come out possibly in the fall when things slow down a little bit more, because I talked to Chris Jones and, you know, he said everything was cool. You know, I can come out to the Pump Chasers gym. I'm welcome anytime. And, you know, just that in the summertime, you know, he'll be hoe ready, you know what I'm saying? And he may be in LA and things like that. And I'll feel super salty if I made it out there and he just so happened not to be there. So what I want to do is kind of wait, guys, till like the fall where things chill out more. People ain't really doing too much traveling, and then really set up times to go link up with people to go work out. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. So I'm planning for the fall right now, guys, not the summer like I originally said. Nicholas. Currently in the cutting phase, down 18 pounds so far, but my weight has stayed exactly the same for a week or two. Do I need to lower my calories? What you can do, you can start off by adding more cardio, because right now you could only be doing 1 day of cardio, maybe 2 days of cardio. You might need to bump that up a couple more sessions. Maybe you need to add 3 days of cardio, 4 days of cardio. You know, I don't have enough information to say exactly what you need to do, but, you know, if you are only doing a little bit of cardio, add more cardio. And, you know, sometimes too, the scale may not move, but you could still be looking better. That's a whole nother situation right there. But, you know, kind of take that and, you know, hopefully that helps you. Like I said, add more cardio if you can. Up the intensity in your workouts. Maybe your workouts aren't as intense, you know. So many different ways, you know. But, you know, hit me up, message me, bro, so that, you know, I can know exactly what you're doing, and that way I can give you a better answer. Marino asked me if White Castle or Taco Bell. I've had Taco Bell a lot in my life. If you look at my throwback pictures, you will see. But I had White Castle one time, and it wasn't even like a full meal. It was like them 2 little snack things. It was like a chicken one and a cheeseburger one, and really small. It kind of tastes like a combination of gas station food and fast food. And it wasn't like horrible, but would never be a place I would want to go for like a cheat meal or anything like that ever. It had to be something like where it was nothing else around, like absolutely nothing. Like I still would contemplate between the pizza at Speedway versus you know, White Castle. It wasn't like horrible. I would never eat it again. It's just that it wasn't amazing at all, and I would definitely choose other things over it. So with that said, Taco Bell over White Castle. When training someone, what's the easiest way you found to break the horrible concept of to lose weight, I must drastically reduce my food intake rather than tracking macros, calories accordingly? And also, what do you do for micros? Do you eat salads or you take vitamins? First question, I try to let people know, you know, hopefully I answered this right, but being healthy and losing weight is 2 different things. I see a lot of people that get into wanting to lose weight and work out, and they start off, you know, by drastically dropping their calories. And of course, you're going to lose weight if you go from eating a whole bunch of shit to just eating salads and things like that. That's going to happen. You give yourself a couple weeks, and, you know, then you're going to hit a plateau. And the reason why is because your body's going to, you know, adapt to that. Like I said, jumping from, you know, where you were and coming to where you are, you're just going to lose the weight. It's going to happen. But what you want to do is track your macronutrients. I'm telling you, I mean, I've done this myself. I've dieted, I guess you can say, without tracking macros, and I've dieted with tracking macros, and it makes it so much easier when you track your macronutrients, because you know exactly what you're taking in. And then when you're not losing the weight and you're frustrated, you know you could take down your carbs or your proteins, your fat, whatever it is. You can really change things up, and it makes it so much easier and simpler versus we're trying to guess, you know, how to scale back. You know, are you scaling back enough? Things like that. Yeah, so don't drastically change, your food intake. Take it real slow. If you can, get into counting macronutrients, but if not, just take things out, slowly, like stop drinking pop, or, instead of having 2 pieces of chicken, have 1 piece of chicken. Just move real slow like that. While you're dieting, it would last a lot longer. It'd be a lot more sustainable than dropping your calories to like 1,200 calories or whatever it is you may drop it to. The second part of that question, what do I do for my micronutrients? Other than, of course, like you got your macronutrients, your carbs, your proteins, and your fats. But, I do both. I take my vitamins and, I eat my greens, you know what I'm saying? And I try to make sure I get those, those vitamins in. I take my multivitamin, my B12s for energy, my fish oil for, heart health and joint health as well. I don't really take anything else, but, vitamins definitely guarantee I feel a huge difference with making sure I get that in. So get your vitamins in, guys. What was the most fulfilling part of losing weight? When all the girls, was trying to hit me up. No, they wasn't trying to hit me up. No, I remember just being like, heavy and fat. And, people see me now, like on Facebook that I went to school with, like in junior high and high school, and they know I was really fat. And like now they see me like doing YouTube and, a couple motivational videos. Y'all know, working with my boy Kashyyyk, bringing that fire. But, no, it's just pretty cool. I think the most fulfilling part is just seeing people's face and their reaction, knowing, even though people see pictures of me, like when I was heavier, they didn't know me when I was heavier. They always knew me when I was fit. But like those people that seen me, interacted with me, friends of mine, things like that, family members, and then them seeing me now, maybe they haven't seen me for like 4 or 5 years, and now they see me and they're like, whoa, wait a minute, like this is crazy. So I think that's a really cool part, the most fulfilling part about it, just seeing the reactions from people. Which actor are you most like? I had to really think about this, and I didn't know if she meant like, do I feel like I'm more like a character they play or actually like them? And she said, no, more like them. So, when it comes to that, I think I would have to say like Kevin Hart. The reason why is because dude is a super silly, stupid dude. And that is my personality to the fullest. Like if anybody, you guys know me, I know you see me post all this like fitness stuff. But honestly, guys, like I just be doing some of the stupid stuff. Just saying the stupidest stuff. And, anybody could... attest for that and say that, Rashawn is a silly, stupid, what I'm saying? No, he actually really smart, but he acts stupid, what I'm saying? But, yeah, I would say Kevin Hart for real. I'm thinking about taking a week off from the gym, letting my joints and body rest, but at the same time, I really don't want to because I feel like if I do, I'm going to blow up like a cow. What do you think I should do? This is a great question, and the reason why is because I'm thinking about taking a week off for vacation also. I'm sorry, a week off from lifting because, I haven't taken a break for a long, long time. I work out 6 days a week. There's times where I work out 7. But I know for a fact, I know my body needs that break. I know I don't think I am really overtraining right now, but I think I'm definitely going to get to that point to where my body will be, in that overtraining state, and I just need to take that break. And I would say, go ahead and take that break. Take that week off. Let your joints heal. Let your body rest, man. You'll be surprised. I mean, at least from what I hear, because I haven't taken rest in a while. But even if I take like a day or 2 days off, I notice a huge difference when I just listen to my body. And if your body's saying like, bro, you need some time, or if you're a lady, what I'm saying, if your body just needs time to get back, what I'm saying, and just breathe and rest for a second, like just listen to it and go ahead and do so. And you talking about like, you're scared like you're gonna blow up like a cow. Well, don't be eating, a whole bunch of crap, when you're taking that week off. Like, be smart. I say, forget counting macros. That's just me, like I just know how to eat smart. I don't need to count macronutrients. If you want to, go right ahead. But I would just say forget about all that. Take a break from that because you're probably already counting macros as it is. Just be smart about what you're eating. Eat healthy foods and, give your body that rest, and then when that week is over with, come back into it and put in that work, start tracking your macros, do what you need to do. What is your opinion on the keto diet? Is it something you might consider in the future just to see the results it could bring. I am so glad you asked this question. I actually did keto for 2 weeks at one point. I actually did it for 2 weeks and then stopped for a little bit and then did it again for 2 weeks. If you guys don't know what keto is, it's just basically eating protein and fat and very low carbs. It's like eating about 30, it says about 30 to 50 grams of carbs. I was doing 30 grams of carbs a day. Usually, like right now, I mean, even now, 200 grams of carbs is somewhat low for me to a certain extent. But yeah, so I was only doing 30 grams of carbs. You know, I was doing the same amount of protein, like 220 protein. And then I was doing 200 grams of fat a day instead of like 55 fats, what I'm doing now. And what it does is put your body in ketosis. It just basically puts it like in a fat burning, like just machine. And I did it for 2 weeks. I can say that doing keto is a lot easier. It's actually easy. People think like, oh, I can't eat carbs. Like, no, because your fats are so high, you're going to be very fulfilled and satisfied after each meal. And what I did was, instead of eating 5 to 6 meals a day, I actually ate 4 meals a day when I was doing keto, because that gave more calories into each meal. So I was eating like, 40, 50 grams of fat, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes maybe 60, depends on how I split up my meals, in just one meal. And it was very satisfying. I was eating like bacon, like real bacon, not that turkey bacon. I was eating real bacon, and I was eating whole eggs. I was putting cheese inside of it. Sometimes I put sour cream on there, like real sour cream. And I can tell you, it was a lot easier. I was eating chicken thighs, red meat sometimes. It was just a lot more satisfying. Now, I can diet as well, like I'm doing right now, as far as just, regular moderate carbs, moderate fat, and, my protein, things like that. But I actually feel better as far as like my body. Like, I have more energy. I definitely have a pump in the gym with the keto. And you're not getting the carbs, guys. You're not going to get that same pump. So that can mess with you a little bit, when you're in the gym. But like I said, the keto, it was great because I was satisfied after each meal. I wasn't hungry, versus now, sometimes if I eat up all my calories to a certain extent, I may be, hungry later on in the day. And, it was just easier to do. But at the same time, I didn't feel as great. I mean, my sodium was higher, so at times, like throughout the 2 weeks, I felt like I was holding a little bit more water than I normally should have. It wasn't bad. I would say try it out. I dropped weight really fast, especially in the first week. But I think that's with any diet. I mean, I dropped 4 pounds this, last week. One time I did a diet and I dropped 6 pounds in the first week. But I don't know. I felt better. I feel better on, carbs, proteins, fats, and eating like vegetables and things like that. Not that you can't have vegetables on there, but like I said, you want to do 30 grams of carbs a day so your body can be in ketosis. I only did it for 2 weeks, so, I mean, I can't really say like somebody that's been doing it for months or a year. But I like the regular dieting first. The keto is easier. Give it a try. I liked it. Make sure you read up on it, how to do it properly 100%. If I do it again, I may do some things a little bit different, try some different recipes, because I think I got pretty bored with like the bacon and eggs, and I was kind of eating the same things because I didn't really research a lot of like recipes to do. But yeah, I mean, shoot, the bacon was good though. What's the most difficult thing about working out with your wife? Ain't nothing difficult about working out with my wife. You know what I'm saying? No, I think it's cool now. In the past, it was a lot more difficult because we would argue about stuff, or I'll tell her to do something a certain way, and she got an attitude, or vice versa, or But actually, it's not really bad now. Like, we actually push each other in the gym. She tells me, you got 2 more reps, or I'll tell her she got 2 more reps, or something like that. So honestly, we don't have any. The most difficult thing is probably, depending on what we're training, changing out the weights, So, I mean, because I lift more than her. Yeah, that's right. No, I was playing. She lifts more than me. So, if you could have any job in the world and not have to worry about money, what would it be? I would be stripping at the Christian strip club. Nah, I'm just playing. Honestly, if I could have any job in the world, it'd probably be to travel and eat food. Yeah, that'd be it. I forget working out. I don't care. I just want to travel and eat for free. when you go on a cut, do you count calories? What's your method of cutting fat? I don't really pay attention as much to the calories. I'm more so on the carbs, the proteins, and the fats as far as how many grams I'm getting per day. The calories kind of somewhat, they change a little bit depending on, if I go a little bit over or if I go a little under when it comes to the grams. But I try to pay more attention to the grams for carbs, proteins, and fats. And then what's your method for cutting fat? I mean, I don't know if it was supposed to be really specific, but what I try to do, making sure my diet is right, make sure I'm working out intensely, taking my BCAAs so I can retain as much muscle as possible, keeping my protein up so I can, retain as much muscle as possible, not just going straight to cardio and trying to lose weight that way. You want to be able to, build that lean muscle because it's just going to look better versus somebody that's not lifting any weights and, they just jump on a treadmill and do cardio all day. During the harder days of dieting, what got you through it? What got me through the hard days of dieting? Looking and thinking about the goal where I want to get to. Like, even like right now, like my goal right now is to look good on the beach June 7th when I go on vacation and take my damn shirt off on the beach and walk along the beach with my shirt off. I've never done that. I've never got on the beach. And I've been to the beach, multiple times. I laid out like with my shirt off for a couple minutes, but I've never actually walked on the beach with my shirt off. That right there is like my goal. So it's just always having, that goal and knowing where you want to be. And that's always kind of drove me to, even when I get in certain situations where I can choose to diet or not to diet. And I think about like, oh man, what you gonna look like? Just like, we got this whole weekend. Like I have a wedding to go to tomorrow, and then, that's my cheat day tomorrow. But, Sunday's Easter. And it's gonna be food and things like that, but I gotta decide to bring my own food and stay on track with my stuff. So that kind of keeps me on track. Do you have someone that inspired you, or did you draw motivation elsewhere? Oh, I definitely had a lot of people that inspired me. I mean, YouTubers, people in the gym. I mean, absolutely. I mean, I definitely, I'll be sitting here naming people all day, but, definitely had a lot of people that motivated me to, get to, where I am now. And people still motivate me now. You don't even have to be like super ripped or nothing like that. If you're just like on a journey, that motivates me. Even you're not where you want to be, you don't have to be this person that's on stage to motivate me. If I see somebody putting in that work and being dedicated, that motivates me, probably actually even more. Do you always count your calories when cutting? Yes. What's your go-to method? Using MyFitnessPal. Have you ever, wait, I said this wrong. You ever buy programs during your journey? Yes. Workout programs or meal plans. In the past I have. I've gotten Chris Jones's meal plan. That wasn't the first one. I actually had a coworker that actually, she was a trainer back like in 2010, that got me, or was it 2011? Whatever. She gave me my first meal plan, and then the next one I actually got was Chris Jones's meal plan, and that was like back in the day. And but workout programs, yeah, the most recent workout program I got was the Beast Mode Boot Camp by Chris Jones, and it was great. I think I got it like a year ago or something like that, and it opened my training up. Maybe it was more than a year ago, but it opened my eyes up to some stuff. So I took that program and I took what I already knew and kind of meshed it together, and it's kind of like what I do now. But now lately I've been diving into more workouts as far as like different movements, hitting the same body part but from a different way, messing with some other fibers. I'm gonna get into that in another video. How do you adjust your cravings due to stress and anxiety when you're starting on a fresh weight loss journey? Okay, for an example, drink water. And, that sounds crazy to somebody that's probably always drinking pop. But, to kind of like get into it, you don't want to go cold turkey and then drink just like a whole bunch of water and, eliminate the pop. Maybe if you're drinking like 2 pops a day, switch it to, no, throw that pop away. Be strong. But if you can't, take it to like 1 pop or like half a pop, or even really do like diet pop, like straight up no calories. I mean, that's probably not still like super healthy, but it's a lot better than taking in those, you know, crappy calories. Or what you can do is like drink like Crystal Light or 0 calorie like juice, something like that, that you can still get that little like sweet, you know, taste, you know, to hit your cravings. You know, just jump into like the lower calorie stuff, you know, like especially when it comes to the drinks. But then even with foods, like there's options of food to where you can do something that tastes good, like a better like ice cream, like Halo Top ice cream, instead of like getting like some other ice cream that's just full of calories. Would you ever train? Have you ever trained it with a weighted vest? I actually never have. Do I find it effective? That's the next part of the question. I would say so if you're adding more weight, you know, to your body. I mean, I have had a buddy of mine, shout out to my boy Julian, he used to wear like a weighted vest, and, you know, he said it was a lot harder. So, I mean, if you're just starting off, though, I wouldn't advise something like that. A lot of people get into the gym when they first start, and they go super crazy. Start real light, work your way up to using a weighted vest. I wouldn't say jump right into it. And do I think it's going to be effective? Yeah, I mean, it's going to be because you're going to have more weight on you. All right, shout out to my boy Sean Otley. He has a question for me right here. What are your thoughts on the fitness industry causing body image issues with people who are already healthy but have image embedded in that they have to be shredded? Man, I can go on and on about this one. But I think it's crazy. I mean, you see a lot of people in the industry that, you know, or let me not even go into that as far as like people being like on drugs and putting out this persona that they're always like this. Just like when you post a picture like on Instagram, right? People, you know, pose, you know, they flex. Like, I'm not gonna look me. I'm not gonna take a picture like this. I'm gonna take one like this. And you have to realize that, you know, when people are posting pictures and, you know, stuff like that, they are only posting the best version of themselves. You know, you go to they tag photos, that's them. But you know, it's just crazy. You know, it really messes with a lot of people, especially like, you know, people that are healthy, you know, and or people that don't have a clue that, you know, people that are posting these pictures, like these girls posting these booty pics when they like really poke their booty all the way out or whatever, you know, like that's not what their booty look like. Their booty ain't that big. They making it look like that. It's so many, you know what I'm saying? Like you get pictures and models that's getting pictures all touched up, and, you know, it's sad. And, you know, I think the best thing you can do is to really just focus on yourself and not be so worried about, you know, how shredded this person is, or, you know, how big her booty looks, or how tiny her waist is. Like, a lot of that, you know, that shit out there is just fake. You know, it's not real. People are, you know, posting these pictures and videos of, you know, images that's not 100%, you know, them. You know, so I mean, yeah, that's just kind of what I have to say about that. It is crazy how things are with that. Next question. Last question. Do you guys watch... No. The question before the last. Do you guys watch WWE? If yes, who's your favorite person? I actually do not watch WWE. I used to watch wrestling when I was younger, and I guess I could say my favorite wrestler back in the day probably was The Rock. He used to hit that eyebrow on him like... And I used to think that was sweet, so, and I was able to do it. So, yeah, that was my favorite wrestler. So, okay, last question, guys. What is something to drink in the morning or even throughout the day for energy? I know most people say coffee. If that's true, how can you make it healthier? I drink coffee throughout the day. I also lately been drinking my branched chain amino acids, my BCAAs. And that'll be for a whole nother video, because I really want to dive deep into the importance of BCAAs and the benefits of those. But just know BCAAs are great, and, you know, they're great to drink throughout the day for energy and things like that. But you know, coffee, you know how to make it healthier. Stop adding sugar to it. Don't add those creamers to it. There's some like low-fat creamers out there that you can get, that you can use. You know, you can use some Splenda instead of actual sugar. And yeah, I mean, that's what I do. I rock with the coffee. I rock with the, you know, 0-calorie monsters. Maybe I should stop. You know, I mean, I know it's 0 calories, but I mean, I don't think it's probably the healthiest thing to drink, especially on a daily basis like I do. But yeah, stop adding the sugar, the creamer, and call it a day. But appreciate all the questions, guys. Really love all the support. I'm gonna go ahead and let you go. Sorry if this video was too long, but if you made it to the end, comment below booty 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 extra booty pops if you watched the whole video. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go, and always remember to take it one day at a time.